All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Crossfield, Alberta. I'm Simon Shaskovsky. You're watching CROW LAX TV as we've got a Central Division matchup between the Rockyview Silvertips and the Calgary Chill. In between the pipes for the home team in the Rockyview Silvertips, we will have Jacob Orr. Jacob Orr, so far on the season, 6 games played, 7.687 save percentage, 9 goals against average, 2 assists. He's had to take over the starting job for McDonough. On the other side, we are going to end up having Easton Martin. 7 games played for the Chill, 7.87 save percentage, 7.1 goals against average, and 2 assists. With that opening face-off, we are underway. Chill get first possession. They'll have it in their own zone, fighting for it. Tough physical play by the Silvertips. Gets it into the offensive zone, but he will lose it. Chill start to head the other direction on the stick of one of their attackers. Moving down the left side. He's got a lane, charging in towards Orr. Tries to hit a man on the other side, won't find him. Silvertips heading the other direction. That's on the stick of Cam Fuster. Fuster didn't like what he saw, and he's going to try and find some help. Sending that one back over. Believe that's on the stick of Newhook. Newhook down the left side, taking a few whacks in the process. Ends up finding Sharp up high. Nolan Sharp tries to find Schrader. He misses on the pass. Chill starting to head the other direction. They'll try and knock it out to center. Picking this one up. Chill still looking for their first shot on goal. Ryan Sardison with the ball. Moving down the left side. Taking this one to center. Looking for a screen. Won't get there in time. On the right side, shot clock 15 seconds. Bounces back outside. Inside, trying to find the stick of Brody DaCosta. And he'll get pinned in the corner. Starting to move out, that's Mason Schrader. Schrader passes that one up to Shebeck. Shebeck leading the Silvertips in points so far this season. Down the right side on the stick of Tyler Montgomery. Montgomery passing that one to Nickel. Back to Montgomery. Charging cross center. Back to back left corner. Shebeck in front. Fires. Misses wide right as it bounces around the boards and back out. Heading the other way now. Chill 2-on-1. Finds his teammate on the other side. Chits in front. Saved by Jacob Orr. This one's going to go all the way back down. Over and back. Waved off. And the Chill are going to start with a renewed shot clock. Or excuse me. There we go. Renewed shot clock in their own zone. Passing this one down the right side. They'll take their time. Up high. Bateman. Passing that one over to Dumoulin. Back to Bateman. Bateman has a lane. Charges in. But puts that off of the left glove of Orr. That's Brunton taking this up the floor for the Silvertips. Loses his defender. He's going to rush in down the right side, but it looks like he'll get double-teamed. Able to get this one back out. Now it's on the stick of Zach Cullen. Cullen to Schrader. Schrader back left corner again. Moving this one in. They'll try and put this one on goal, but it looked like he went flying across the crease. Might have had a foot down. Baxter Graff. He's going to hand this one off. Down the right side we go. Up high with it. Misses on that pass. It'll be recovered by the Silvertips, if just barely. Down the right side with it now. This one on the stick of Myris. Myris has to stop with it. Passes that one over. Now on the stick of Montgomery. Montgomery charges into the slot. Back across again. Newhook has a lane. He'll fire. He'll score. Logan Newhook with his 15th goal of the year. Silvertips 1-0. Chill are going to get the ball after that Silvertips goal. On the stick now of an attacker. He'll pass this one in. Bateman back up high. They'll work their way down the right side. Walks off a screen. Nearly loses the ball, but able to recover it, if only for a moment. And that'll be an over and back call on the Chill. Silvertips are going to start with the ball in the far left corner. Mason Schrader going to pick it up. Schrader being defended by Brett Kohut. Down the right side, passing this one in. Colin fires, scores! Silvertips 2-0. Zach Cullen with an absolute laser from up high on the right side. His 8th goal of the year. Has 21 assists so far on the season. I believe good for 2nd on the team. Grabbing one for himself there. And just like that, less than 4 minutes into the first period here, we've got a 2-0 lacrosse game here. Ball gets pinned, face-off won by the Silvertips, and they'll move down the left side with it. Cole Twite picking this one up. Twite passes that to Shebeck. Shebeck down the right side, knocked off the ball, picked up by Montgomery. Montgomery ends up on the stick of Sharp, but that shot ends up getting stopped, I believe, by Easton Martin. Ball gets out to center. He'll get double-teamed by 2 Silvertips defenders there, but able to get loose with the ball. Gets it over to Baxter Graff. He'll charge this one into the corner, trying to work away from the defender. Physical defense being played by Colby Berg. Ends up on the other side, or he's going to just go grab this one. Isaac Nickel bringing this one up the floor. Taking this one towards center. Ends up sending it off the boards. And that's going to be a giveaway most likely. Silvertips not able to keep this onside. So that's going to be an over and back call, giving this one right over to the Chill. Still no penalties 5 minutes into this one. It's been a very clean game. Charging in, he has a lane. He'll fire off the post. That's the closest the Chill have gone today. Back into the far right corner. Trying to work off a screen. All the way across. He's got an angle to shoot. Walks in. That's going to be a call. And I think we've got a Silvertip heading to the box here. It's going to be an illegal cross-check, I believe. It's looking like they got Walker on that one. Assumingly, it's going to be for 2 minutes. Yup, 2-minute illegal cross-checking call. So we're going to get a power play out of the Calgary Chill. Down 2-0 here. Desperately in need of a way to get back into this one early. A goal on the power play here would be massive for the away team. Cash Bannister starting with it up high. He's got it at center. Down the left side we go. They'll continue to work around the arc. Long shot. Oh, wow. He had me fooled. What a pass. And what a goal. Grayson Bateman putting that one past Jacob Orr. 2-1. And you know it's a good pass when it looks like a shot, as he ended up finding the stick of Bateman along the left side or far out of position, but could you blame him? What a pass on that one. So just like that, it was a quick power play for the Chill. It'll be even strength here. It's looking like the Silvertips are going to start with the ball. And they'll move up the floor. Colin charging down the right side. Or excuse me, that's on the stick of Shebeck. He'll move out to center. Passes it back up to Newhook. Newhook on the left side looking for a screen from Twite. Colin back across again. Twite trying to charge in, but it gets knocked off his stick. Colin tried to find it in the slot. Wasn't able to. And now we're heading the other way. Baxter Graff. 2-on-1. Walking in. Trying to beat Orr. What a save! Somehow that doesn't go in. They'll say he stepped in the crease as well. And the Silvertips will maintain their lead for just a little longer. Graydon Clark bringing it up the floor. Handing it off to Tyler Montgomery. Montgomery passing that one to Twite. Schrader. He'll walk this one out to center. The captain takes a few hits there. Tries to hit Cole Twite down Center Street, but he wasn't able to get it to him. So the Chill will head the other direction. At center. This ends up on the stick of Bateman. He's already got one today. Faces some tough pressure on the left side. Trying to run in. Puts that off the shoulder of Orr and into the netting. So they'll get that ball back. So we'll keep fighting. Chill. with a chance from outside. That one off of the stick of one of their players. And into the corner we go again. Back up high. He'll fire. He'll score. Calgary Chill tie it right back up. That didn't take long. This face-off looks like it'll be won by the Chill. With a chance, breakaway, in on Orr, right into the crest. So this will be passed up to Shebeck, and Shebeck will get things started for the Tips. Charging in here, chance for Twite, but he'll miss on the shot. Newhook trying to get that ball jumping in the air. Couldn't quite get a touch on it as they move forward here. Charging in here, shot by Shebeck, and he'll score. 3-2 Silvertips. As the Silvertips point leader grabs one for himself. Only 8 goals on the year, but them 28 assists sure look good, and they're the reason that he is at the top of that leaderboard. That's his 9th goal of the year as well. This ball will be shot off the face-off into the far left corner on our screen. Will be picked up by the Silvertips. Becca Mondragon with it. He's in a foot race down the right side. They'll walk this back to center. Montgomery across the right side. Cullen inside. Schrader shoots. Picked up by Newhook. Newhook fires, but they'll say he had a foot down in the crease. Sure he'll be thinking about that one later. Down the left side. Passing this one back in. Bateman with it at center. Walks it down the left side, passing back across the zone. And he'll look for something. He'll fire from the outside. Save Orr. Rebounds there. They'll fire, and what an athletic save by Orr, sprawling across the crease. It's still loose. Chill still fighting for it. Silvertips end up with the steal, and Graydon Clark down into the offensive zone. Clark over to Nickel. Nickel thinks about the shot. He'll take it, fires this one, and that'll be an excellent save by Martin. Neither team taking the time to set up their offense, trying to take advantage of the fast break. Chill trying to get it out of their own zone. Knocked loose. Nickel can't find it. She'll end up recovering it. And that is on the stick of Boyce Jolie. Ends up losing it in the corner now. Or passing that one over. Stolen right back. Chill with a chance in front. Boyce Jolie fires while falling down. Athletic play, but it didn't quite beat Orr. So the Silvertips will attempt to head the other way and hopefully give us a chance to catch our breath here. Shebeck trying to work his way into the offensive zone. Has to get rid of the ball. Newhook to Twite. Twite looking for options. Down, moving across into center. Montgomery didn't like what he saw. Trying to send it to the captain in the corner. Off a screen from Shebeck. He'll fire, but that goes right into the stick of Martin. Chill heading the other direction now. Down the left side with it. He'll get pushed into the corner. Back up high. Over to DaCosta. Only facing one defender. Walks in, fires, scores! 3-3. And that goal came off the stick of Cameron Wallace, 4th in the team in points. And that's his 10th goal of the year, I believe. Silvertips starting with the ball now. Isaac Nickel Ooh, he'll get laid out at center, and that'll get the crowd going. Trying to find Twite, cutting down center. Nickel going in, trying to shove a few people around. Clearly not too happy about what had happened just a few seconds ago. Bateman out at center with it. He'll walk down the left side. Only Fuster to beat, or excuse me, that's Clark. Back out again. Down the right side. Pushing in, trying to find a cut man. Won't quite find his stick. And it'll go into the corner. Wallace tries to push in, trying to find a guy on the other side of the crease there, but he didn't find his stick. And it looks like we'll get a media timeout here. Your score, 3-3. But before we send you on a break, we're going to take a quick second to tell you about the Battle of the Border down in Missoula. Battle of the Border is back this September in Montana. Tour the beautiful University of Montana campus. Learn about the CROW LAX program and full ride scholarships available for Canadians, all while taking part in the annual North vs. South box lacrosse tournament. Learn more today by following us on Instagram at Battle of the Border Lax. We will be right back when the action continues. You are watching CROW LAX TV. See you in a bit. All right, welcome back. All the players have returned to the floor. Silvertips will start with the ball here. Cole Twite bringing it across center. Twite down low, over to Newhook. Back to Twite. Shebeck down the right side. Cullen trying to find Schrader across the middle, but it'll be stolen, and they'll start to head the other direction. Kohut down the left side, charging in, firing, but that goes up and into the netting. I believe Orr might have gotten a touch on that one. Chill will restart with the ball. 30 seconds back on the shot clock. Kohut in the far left corner. Back up high again. Trying to cut in. Finds a man. He gets a shot off. Orr with a nice save on the shot by Brody DaCosta. And it looks like we've got a penalty coming up here. Again, it's going to go to the Silvertips. I believe that's going to be Matthew Drivet-Legault taking a seat here. It's going to be interference. He'll sit for 2 minutes. Chill will start with the ball at center. Cash Bannister is going to bring it down the floor on the last power play for the Chill. They were able to get their first goal of the game that I believe came off of the stick of Grayson Bateman. It looks like whatever issues we were having with the floor have been fixed, and we will get underway. Cash Bannister with the ball on his stick, down into the left corner. Wallace back to Bannister, down low, tries to find a cut man, back to, I believe, Wallace. It's loose in front. Chill will recover. Renewed shot clock. On the right side now. Bannister with it again. Bannister back down low. Bannister, Wallace. Wallace to Bannister. Bannister sends it across. Sprawling save by Orr as he was able to get there. He'll be knocked back along the left side. Bateman recovers back across to Bannister. Bannister fakes the shot, sends it to the right corner. Back up high again. Bannister along the right side. Dumoulin. Bannister. Dumoulin fires over the net. Picked back up. Looks for an angle. Back to Bannister. He'll fire from center. And that'll go off the backboards and all the way down the floor. Still a minute remaining in the Chill power play. But they'll have to get rid of that ball. And we'll see the Silvertips get it for a bit here. 56 seconds now. Silvertips will have the chance to waste at least 30 seconds of it. Nolan Sharp Passing that one over to Colin. And Colin more than happy just to stand with the ball at center. Colin down the right side. Taking the defender for a little jog. Colin looks for options. Back to Sharp. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Sharp walks in. Tries to get a shot off. Over to Shebeck. 3 seconds. Shebeck fires it into the corner, and that'll do it for the Silvertips possession. 20 seconds left on the Chill power play. And they'll walk it over center and get things started. Bannister down the right side with it. Walking in, firing right into the crest of Orr. Orr trying to make a second save, will not be able to. And on the very last second of the power play, the Chill get their first lead of the game, 4-3. Cole Twight is having a quick conversation with the referee here. Clearly not too happy with something about that last goal call. Kenny down the right side with it now. He'll take it back behind the goal. Up high now. Looks, fires, puts that wide right. It'll be picked up by the Silvertips. They'll head down the right side. This one on the stick of Cam Fuster. Fuster down low. And he'll get knocked down, and we might be getting a penalty here. Oh, no, we won't. Looks like the Chill will just get the ball. We'll see them take it over center. Bateman down low on the left side. Takes a screen from Wallace. Charging in. It'll be picked up once again by the Silvertips, and they'll move down the floor. Fuster waits for help. Passes this one to Schrader. Schrader down low, Newhook. Newhook walks up high to Montgomery. Back across to Sharp, but he'll miss on the pass. Sharp continuing to fight for it. Shebeck able to find it, and Montgomery has it. 5 seconds. He'll fire right into the crest of Easton Martin. Martin having a very solid game so far. 3 goals allowed in the last 15 or so minutes. Walking in here, Wallace. He's got the whole middle lane. Unfortunately for him, Orr was able to get all of that one. Bannister up high along the left side. Kohut looks, fakes out the defender, fires down low, Orr able to get there. This will be picked up high. Wallace on the left side. Orion Sardison. Dumoulin now. Over to Wallace. Wallace down the left side. Cuts in. Puts that one wide right of the post. And it looks like this ball will go the Silvertips' way. Zach Cullen with the ball. Walks it over center. Gets it to Shebeck. Back to Cullen. Cross to Twight. Twight to Schrader. Schrader tries to find a cut man. Didn't find his stick. Schrader up high again. 8-second shot clock. Cutting in. Finding Cullen, but I believe it bounced right out of his stick when he got knocked down. Baxter Graf hands it right off to Bateman. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bannister. Bannister looks for options. Bit of a miscommunication, but it could result in some offense. Chill able to recover it, but he'll get knocked down by Twight. Mondragon heading the other way. 2-on-1. Walking in. Thinks about the shot. He'll take it. Puts that one right off of the right leg, I believe, of Easton Martin. Now the other way. Chill charging in right off the shoulder of Orr. Orr has locked things down since the 10-minute mark of the first period. Chill, charging in, he'll score. And just like that, that's a 2-goal lead for the Chill. One heck of a start from the Calgary team here. The Tips are a hard team to build a lead on just because of how elite their offense is. Excuse me. But the Chill have come into Crossfield here today ready to play. They can keep this up. The Silvertips are going to have one heck of a game up for them. Fuster chases it into the corner, goes to pick it up. He'll be able to find it, gets knocked down in the process, fires it all the way across, and Chebec will recover it. The assistant captain sends it all the way over to Newhook. Newhook along the left side. Newhook, Twite takes a hit. All the way across again, misses the stick of Isaac Nickel. And the Chill will start with it in their own zone. Nickel applying pressure. Ian Charchuk, not quite able to outrun him. Walking that one in, it'll get blocked in front by Mondragon, who's feeling that one. Back up high, finds a man on the other side, but he'll miss on the pass. And it looks like the Silvertips will get this ball. 1:50 remaining in the first period here. Shots are 23-11 favoring the Chill. Silvertips struggling to get their offense going a little bit. They started the game very strong, but they haven't scored since I think the 15-minute mark. And it looks like this ball will be given back to the Chill. Moving up the floor here. Into the corner. And he's going to get knocked over there. Picking that one up. Down low. What a shot. What a save. Jacob Orr getting in front of that one somehow. Down the right side, Isaac Nickel with it. Finds Sharp on the other side. Newhook walks in, loses the ball, and the Chill will end up with it. Heading up the floor. Taylor Patipko charging in here. Wallace. He'll end up getting back out to center. Bannister has the shot. What a save by Orr. He's had to do everything he can to keep the Silvertips in this game. Hats off to Orr so far. This might be the best period I've seen him play. Montgomery up high. Passes that one across. He'll get shoved into the boards. We might be getting a penalty here. It certainly looks like it, as we wait to see which door is going to end up opening. It would appear that the Silvertips will get their first power play of this game. We're only going to see 16.3 seconds of it, though. And maybe this is maybe this is exactly the jump start this Silvertips team needs. Their offense hasn't been able to beat Easton Martin since very early in this game. We'll watch to see if Jacob Orr wants to leave his crease at any point. Doesn't look like it. Twite. Colin inside. Schrader. He'll score. The captain, Mason Schrader, scores in the dying seconds of the first period to bring his team back into the game by 1 goal. Didn't take too long, but just like that, we're back to 5-on-5. We'll see if either team can do anything in the last 4 seconds here. I wouldn't bet on it, but Silvertips nearly able to pick it up, and that will do it. First period has come and gone. Still 40 minutes remaining here in this one. 4-5 is your score so far. Calgary Chill coming into Crossfield, absolutely ready to play and letting their offense fly. Can they keep it up, or will the Silvertips be able to mount a comeback? Make sure to stick around. You're watching CROW LAX TV. We'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, welcome back. Second period action about to get underway. You are watching CROW LAX TV. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing and want to catch all the Junior B action. Here today, Rockyview Silvertips, Calgary Chill. I'm Simon Chiskovsky. I'll have the call for you for the rest of this one. Cole Twite picks up the ball after the face-off, takes this one down the left side, passing it to Cullen down the right. He'll get knocked down. Big hit. And it'll be recovered by the Chill. An impressive first period by the Chill, showing up here in Crossfield. They started down 3-0, but able to battle back through adversity. Able to score, I believe, 5 straight. Silvertips with a last-minute goal to bring themselves back within one, and that's where we currently are. Sharp over to Twite in the corner. Twite walks this up to the top of the arc. He's going to get pushed out. Avoids a double team thanks to a screen. He'll walk in as a lane. Fires. Will not score. I'm not sure where that ball ended up. It ended up in the pad of the goaltender. Easton Martin has looked very, very solid so far. Only goals allowed by him in the first 5 minutes of the first period and in the final 4, I believe. 4 seconds, that is. Back out to center. Cross the zone. Wallace looks, fires. Loose in front. I don't know if he knows where the ball is, but thankfully his teammate did. Colby Berg able to grab it. Berg, he'll lose the ball. And the Chill starting right back where they ended the first period. Non-stop offense. They'll walk this one out. Looks for a lane. He'll find one. Fires off the crossbar. Jacob Orr is going to thank his posts after that one. Orr had a really solid first period as well. Has definitely made some of the best saves I've seen him make so far this season. All he needs is this for his offense to get going a little bit. Chill on the outside here. Off the post again. Wow. I don't know if I want to call it luck, but the Chill just can't quite beat the posts of Orr. Sardison up high, fires. They'll score. Orion Sardison regains the Chill's 2-goal lead with an absolute laser from the right side of the arc. Beautiful shot, went right under the left arm of Jacob Orr. This game quickly turning into a bit of an arms race between these two teams. We'll just have to see who can score more. So far today, it's been the Chill. So it'll be taken into the corner. Shebeck. Back up high, down low. Cullen ends up losing the ball on the cut. So they'll end up taking this one back out. Chill moving down the right side. Charging in. Able to find a lane. Has to walk back out. Walks in front. Back behind. Fires. Will that go in? No, it won't. I didn't know where the ball was for a second there, but it ends up on a Chill stick, so we'll continue. Dumoulin. Back outside, fakes out the defender, doesn't fake out Orr, who's able to get in front of that one. Beautiful save by the Silvertips goaltender. And he's going to send a long one here. Able to find Brunton. Brunton down low, finds Nickel. Nickel looks at his options, doesn't like him. So he's going to pass this one back up high to Newhook. Newhook to Clark. Clark taking his time. Fires, it'll get blocked. Chill trying to head the other direction. Looks like Clark might have found it again, though. He's going to walk up 3 seconds. He's going to use all of them. Walks in, fires, misses right on that one. So just like that, the Chill head the other direction now. Both teams trying to make it work on the fast break. Thinks about the shot. He'll fire, or sprawling save. It's still loose, and he'll score. Cameron Wallace. And I believe that makes 2 for him on the game. That'll be Wallace's 11th goal of the year, 27th point. One heck of a season so far for him. She'll win this face-off. Passing this one back in. New hook, breakaway, fires. That'll be a save right off the right pad of Easton Martin. She'll now the other direction. Baxter Graff charging down center. Only one man to beat. Fires, scores! What a shot by Baxter Graff! 8-4, Chill. And the away crowd here in Crossfield goes wild as their squad has absolutely come here to play. Now, if I heard that right, I believe they're going to give Easton Martin the assist on that one. The Chill goaltender picking another one up. Pushed into the corner now. The Chill trying to set something up. Gets the stick nearly knocked out of his hand. Now the other direction. Fuster fires, misses. Dwight tries to go up for it. He won't find it. He'll get knocked off of the stick of Drivet Legault. Fuster in the corner now. He'll be picked up now on the other side by Brett Holt. And it appears we may be getting a penalty here. I believe it's going to be an illegal substitution, if I heard that right. Still waiting for the Chill to send a man to the box. It looks like they are now. Bray Boyce Jolie is going to take a seat here. It'll be a 2-minute minor penalty. Silvertips desperately needing a goal here as they now find themselves down by 4. Dwight playing hot potato. Passing across the other side. Cullen back over to Clark, who buries it. Graydon Clark grabbing his 14th goal of the year. Tying, I believe, Tyler Montgomery and Logan Newhook. I'm trying to remember. I believe Montgomery might have scored a goal earlier. We'll have to check in on that. But regardless, Silvertips back within 3. 15 minutes remaining in the second period. Fuster on the rush down the left side. Sees one too many defenders, so he's going to turn back. Myers hands that one over. Nolan Sharp picking this one up. New hook, and that's going to be an illegal play there. They might be getting a penalty for it, too. Logan Newhook is going to be heading to the box here. Is it an illegal cross-check? I believe so. Logan Newhook trying to knock a player around, just hit him in the wrong spot. Yep, illegal cross-check. That's confirmed in the arena here. It'll be 2 minutes. The Chill with a chance to just continue to lay on the pressure on the Silvertips. Bannister looks, fires, puts it off the post. It's loose. Mondragon on the chase. Not able to pick it up. Gets it on the second try. And he's going to take it down the left side. Becca Mondragon has one shorthanded goal on the season, I believe. Rather pretty one, if I remember right. Nolan Sharp down the left side. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They're looking for options. Cullen cuts, but they can't find his stick. Chill now. Moving up the floor with it. Brett Holt. Holt deciding to take his time. Still a minute remaining on their power play. Heading down the floor now. Orion Sardison. Sardison passes that one up high, and they'll keep the ball moving. Back on the stick of Cash Bannister. Over to Wallace. Wallace Looks, passes it down the right side, fires that one, or with the initial save, but it'll bounce off his shoulder and over the net, and he'll recover it after a few more bounces. Bad pass here, and that's a free goal for the Chill. And if there's going to be a goal that hurts for Jacob Orr after this one, it's going to be that one. A bad giveaway by the Silvertips goaltender, and he's going to immediately tell his defenders, that one's on me. I believe he's pulling himself. I believe it's going to be a timeout. I believe it's going to be a timeout here. I'm trying to understand what's happening on the floor. It's going to be a timeout here for the Silvertips. So we'll be right back with you in a moment. You're watching. All right, once again, we're ready to rumble. Silvertips keeping Jacob Orr between the pipes here. I was a little confused when I first saw him walking over to the bench, but I believe that was just a mistake on my part. I think it was just a Silvertips timeout. So we'll continue here. Chance the other way for the Chill. Fuster up high. Passing this one over to Sharp. Nolan Sharp down the left side. Sharp walks in. Has a lane. He'll fire, but puts that one left. Schrader jumps for it. Won't be able to find it. Getting shoved into the boards there. That was Ian Charchuk. And now the Chill maybe with a chance. Baxter Graff, and he's got all the speed. Moving down the right side. Finds Wallace. Orr with a nice save. And you know that one felt good for Orr. A beautiful save after that last goal that I'm sure is going to help his confidence out. Logan Newhook out with it at center. Charging in, Newhook. Getting shoved into the boards. 5 seconds on the shot clock, but they won't get the chance to use it as it's recovered by the Chill. Passing this one over. He'll miss on it. Cameron Wallace goes into the corner to find it. Ethan Dumoulin now down the right side. He's going to take his time. Walks off a screen. Looks for help. Finds Wallace. Wallace passing this one up high. Down the right side again. Charging up. Fires. That one goes off the leg of, I believe, Cole Twite. And Becca Mondragon is going to take this one down the left side. Over to Schrader. Schrader has been a bit quiet so far here today, but he's still got plenty of time to show up on the score sheet. Passes this one into Shebeck. He'll miss on that one. Tyler Montgomery over to Shebeck. Passes that to Sharp. Sharp fires. Won't beat the stick of Easton Martin. A good play by the Silvertips there, but Wallace in front. He'll shoot. He'll score. Cameron Wallace, I believe that's the Hattie. And the Chill's offense has just looked terrific here today. 38 shots, only halfway through the game here. That makes double-digit goals for them as well. By far the best. We've seen the Chill already here in Crossfield once this season, and I can fully say that they have shown up looking much stronger here today than they did in that first game. And that first game was plenty close. Cash Bannister down the right side. Tries to pass it to Wallace. Wallace pushes through the defender behind the back shot. Cameron Wallace. What a play. You just can't put out this man's fire. Chill with the ball. Orion Sardison passes that one over. Wallace to the corner with a lane. Has to fight through two defenders, but he'll get the shot off. Orr was there for it. Fuster to Twite. Twite down the left side. Looks at his options. Passes that one to Nickel. Nickel looks, fires. Shoots that one into the stick of Easton Martin. Martin has just been terrific so far this game. And that's going to be a bit of a mistake by the Chill. A giveaway, excuse me, as it'll be picked up by Ryan Williamson. We may be getting a penalty here, and I believe it's going to the Silvertips. It's going to be an interference call, I believe, if I read the ref's lips right. Interference is going to be the call. So Mason Schrader sitting for 2. Ooh, we're going to get another penalty by the Silvertips here. 10-minute misconduct, if I heard that right. It took me a second to realize what the ref said there. Cole Twite is going to sit for it. Not entirely sure what that was for, but unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get an answer. So it'll be a 2-minute minor for interference. The captain, Mason Schrader, sitting. Cole Twite joining him due to a 10-minute misconduct. Means it'll only be a 5-on-4. With the Chill starting with it in the offensive zone here. Looking at their options. Bannister has a lane, fires, scores! As Schrader's visit to the penalty box was not long. 14 seconds to be exact, as that's all it took for the Chill to find their 12th goal of the game on the power play. And that's going to be a media timeout here. So for a second time here today, we're going to give you a little bit, or a bit of info on the Battle of the Border. Battle of the Border is back this September in Missoula. Tour the beautiful University of Montana campus. Learn about the CROW LAX program and full ride scholarships available for Canadians, all while taking part in the annual North vs. South Box Lacrosse Tournament. Learn more today by following us on Instagram at Battle of the Border Lax. We'll be right back after this short break. All right, welcome back. We've got a new goaltender in between the pipes, as we are going to see Callum Jenkins, I believe, coming in to the game for the Silvertips. As that shot goes wide left. Oh, they scored. They were able to beat Jenkins. First shot in Junior B. What a shot. I don't even know if Jenkins fully saw it. Jenkins, I believe, an affiliate player coming from the Calgary Sabercats. Fuster walks in, fires, top right. What a shot! Cam Fuster. That's got to feel good for the Silvertips. His third goal of the year, I believe. 6th point on the season. Face-off won by Cassius Adams. And Adams having a bit of a shove battle in the corner there with a chill player. Charging in, new hook, fires. What a save by Martin, who continues to be stellar. Making his first save after that last goal by Cam Fuster. Simon Ferguson passes this one up. They'll charge forward. Looks at his options. Down the right side. Passes it up. Looks at his options again, but he'll lose the ball. Mondragon now on the charge. He's nearly got a breakaway, but a chill player got back in time. Silvertips looking for a little bit more here. Still down by 6. Trying to see if that goal by Fuster gives them a little bit of momentum. Clark down the left side. Charging in, has a lane, he'll fire. Good save by Martin. With how Martin's been playing, Silvertips are going to have a tough time getting back in this game, as the chill goaltender has just been lights out so far today. Charging in, has a chance in front. Good save there by Jenkins. Back across. And he's going to get knocked down here. Silvertips awarded the ball. Calum Jenkins, I believe, making his first save of the game on that last play. A nice one, too. You could hear a cheer from the crowd on it, as that ball goes into the netting. Chill getting it right back. Jenkins leaving his crease to go get the ball, and he's going to try a long pass on this one. Ends up sending it into the netting, unfortunately for the Silvertips, giving the Chill back the ball. Luke Kenny passes it down the right side. Back up high. With it now, that's Wallace. Wallace, I believe he's got 4 already. He's looking for his 5th. But the Silvertips not even going to give him the chance at it. But unfortunately, in the process, I believe that's going to be a penalty on the Silvertips. We'll wait to see who's going to head to the box for it. It looks like Joshua Brunton is going to be the man taking it. Holding call, I believe. Brunton sitting for 2 here. Up high. I believe I heard cross-checking on that one, so I think it's an illegal cross-check, and that shot goes top right. Chill grabbing their 13th of the game. And these fans here that have driven all the way up to Crossfield from Calgary, not a long drive, but you got to appreciate the away fans coming in to support their team. They've been loud all night for all 13 of the Chills goals. As we get ready to go once again. It looks like the Chill will be, or excuse me, the Silvertips will be awarded it. Fuster with a shot. Ends up in the corner. He'll get knocked down in the along the side there. Silvertips continuing to try and find something. Shebeck to Sharp. Sharp spins off his defender. Ball ends up going flying. Montgomery looks, fires, scores! Tyler Montgomery from far outside. Oh no, they're waving it off now. And I believe they're going to say it was a goal. And that makes it 14-7, I believe. In the corner now. Up high, walks in, Wallace, back down low, diving shot, but he had a foot down regardless. An excellent save there by Jenkins. Cam Fuster with it. Schrader. He'll get knocked down, losing the ball. Chance for the Chill the other way. Brett Holt. Holt walks through the contact, sends it into the corner. And that's going to end up being picked up by Ryan Williamson. 30-second shot clock. Put up. Shebeck. Nickel in the far right corner. He'll walk it back outside. Down low to Newhook. Newhook walks it up. Over to Montgomery. Montgomery, far outside, shoots. Won't get that one past Martin. But it looks like the Silvertips will be giving the ball back. So they'll keep their offense going for another 30 seconds here. Schrader, Shebeck, fires this one, misses on it. Schrader goes into the corner to pick it up. Cross the zone. Montgomery not able to beat Martin. An absolutely electric save on that one. Martin goes across the crease to stop Montgomery. On the other side, as it looks like we have our clock turned off. Assumingly someone just kicked a cord or something. Some confusion going on in our scorers table as people are trying to figure out what's going on here. Just to clarify as well, as our shot clock goes off, our score clock here in the arena has completely turned off. People are beginning to crowd around the scorers table, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. But I think we'll give them a little bit of time to figure out. In the meantime, we're going to send you to a break. We'll be right back when the action continues. You're watching CROW LAX TV. Oh, excuse me. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're not going to send you on a break. As they got it fixed. Good job to whoever figured that one out fast. As it looks like the Chill will start with the ball here. I'm not entirely sure if they had 30 seconds left on the shot clock, but I'm sure they'll take it. As they fire this one. They were counting down there, so I'm starting to think that shot clock may have been wrong. I think the referees were informing the players what the true shot clock was. Sharp down the left side with it. Nolan Sharp surveying. Passes it over to Cullen. Cullen to Montgomery. Montgomery, Schrader, behind the back shot. That one goes wide left. And it'll be picked up once again by Simon Forgerson. Sardison passing that one down low. Charging in here with a chance, but not able to make it work. So the Silvertips will head the other direction. 3 minutes remaining in the second period. Tips down by 7 here at home. They've recently put Caleb Jenkins in between the pipes. Graydon Clark. An excellent shot from far outside beats Easton Martin, bringing the Tips back within 6. And it's far from over. 22 minutes, or excuse me, 23 minutes roughly. Still left to go. Plenty of time to score 6. This will get picked up. Drivet Legault passes this one over to Newhook. Newhook losing the ball. Schrader walks in, passes it to Cullen. Cullen looks, fires. That one is blocked and sent into the Silvertips bench. 2:17 now. Renewed shot clock for the Silvertips. Nolan Sharp takes a screen from Schrader. Sharp to Schrader. Walks in, fires off the pad. Back out. And they're going to wave off the over and back. Shebeck in a foot race. He'll win it. Picking it up in the corner. Passing it up to Schrader. Schrader, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Sharp shoots, shores. Nolan Sharp. An excellent goal there. Back within 5. The Silvertips are not going away quietly. And it looks like the referee is having words here with Schrader. Clearly not too happy with something he said in front. I don't believe they're going to call him on it, but assumingly Mason Schrader, the captain for the Silvertips, maybe getting a warning there. Something to watch. Baxter Graff runs into contact. Newhook chasing. Down the right side. Luke Kenny. Ian Charchuk back up high. Down the right side we go. Looks, fires. Ends up bouncing this one back out. Fuster passing it over to Drivet Legault. Into the corner now. Montgomery. Montgomery back up high. Walks it across and passes it to Clark. Clark looking for the hat trick. Passes it to Nickel. Nickel, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sharp shoots. That one goes off the pad. Back behind the goal again. Montgomery. Passing it over to Nickel. Nickel charging in. Cullen loses the ball, but he'll be able to recover it with some help from Montgomery. Montgomery, still plenty of time left to go. Clark, pass it across. Cullen shoots. That's blocked in front. Now the Chill heading the other direction. 2-on-1 gets turned away by Graydon Clark. Clark having an excellent game so far. And I believe it's going to be a timeout here assumingly for the chill. So we'll be right back we'll be right back when the action continues. All right, welcome back. We're waiting for things to continue here. Chill. Or excuse me, Silvertips starting with the ball. I think I made that mistake at the timeout, so I apologize for that. But Silvertips will start with the ball in the corner here. Graydon Clark, 26 seconds on the clock, 6 on 5 as Jenkins has jumped into the bench. And they're going to take their time on this one. 11 seconds on the shot clock, 13 seconds on the game clock. Down low, running out of time here. Clark finds Shebeck. Shebeck fires. It's loose. And they'll recover it. And Newhook able to find it. Sends it right back. And that will be the game clock. So just like that, 40 minutes have come and gone. Your score, 14-9. Silvertips desperately in need of a hero here. We'll see if they find one in just 10 minutes. All right, welcome back. Third period action about to get underway. You're watching CROW LAX TV. Make sure to subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing and want to check out all of the Junior B action that we cover here on CROW LAX TV. Plenty of teams, plenty of games, all the action you could want. And here's to hoping that we get plenty more action in this game. Still 20 minutes left to go. 5-goal difference between these two teams. But the Silvertips get hot. A 5-goal lead can get erased just as fast as it was made. The Chills goaltender, Easton Martin, has been absolutely incredible so far here today. Allowing 9 goals in 2 periods, but while that might not sound that nuts, he has made some incredible saves to shut down some of the best that the Silvertips have had to offer. On the other side, as the Chill charge in and try and get a shot off, they'll be forced back out. Currently, it is Caleb Jenkins in between the pipes, an affiliate player. Call up from the Sabercats. As I believe a Silvertip is going to get pushed out. Nearly knocked off the ball as the Chill will regain it. Baxter Graff charging down the left side in towards Jenkins, but he'll get forced back out. Spins off the defender, has to take it to the corner. Back up high again. Grayson Bateman. Back across. On the right side now. Cash Bannister. Bannister back up high to Baxter Graff. Bannister looks, fires. Good save by Jenkins. Jenkins to Brunton. Brunton passes this one up. Graydon Clark will pick this one. Now with it, Tyler Montgomery. Montgomery down the right side. Down low. Graydon Clark back within 4. The Silvertips hit double digits. $18 minutes still left to go, and like I said at the top of the period, a 4-goal lead is not that big in lacrosse. And it can disappear just like that. It's not about who has momentum for the first 2 periods. It's about who has momentum for the third. The Chill working with it up at the top of the floor. Losing it at center. Walker fighting for it as a player gets shoved into the boards, and he'll go down it hard, and that's 2 players into the boards. What a play by Walker as the Chill regain it up at center. That'll reset the shot clock. Charchuk is going to go off here, as I believe he is feeling something that happened in front of the goal. Back up high, looks for the shot. Making their way around. Dumoulin back across again. Wallace. Wallace looks, shoots that one down low. Good save by Jenkins. Cullen passes this one to Nickel. Nickel loses it, but it'll be picked up by Schrader. The captain takes a few whacks in the arm, takes it to center and fires, but that one goes wide. Picked up by Nickel. I believe he's just going to put it back down, though. And I think somebody lost their shoe on the floor, so that'll be thrown to the bench. DaCosta passes that one back up high to Dumoulin. Down the right side, looks, fires. That one goes all the way around the zone and back down the floor, over and back the call. In the close right corner. With it now, picking that up for the Silvertips. Nate Shebeck takes it to center with a little bit of speed in his step. Sharp picks it up, finds a cut. He'll take it. That'll be a good save by Martin. The Silvertips able to score 2 quick goals to get the period underway, but since then, Martin has been able to shore up the ship. Down in the left corner. That one over to Bateman. Bateman takes a few whacks. Back out to center again. Bateman working their way across. That's Cash Bannister. But he'll get deterred by Brunton and Williamson. Back up high. He needs a fire. Puts it wide right. Rebounds there, but they weren't able to get it off as something was happening there at center between, I believe, Trayton Myris and one of the players for the Chill. Tried to hit Schrader on the cut. No one in front of Schrader, but unfortunately they just missed on the pass, and now the Chill head the other direction. Brett Holt, he'll find a teammate. Passes that one over to DaCosta. DaCosta back up high, spinning off the defender. That's Bateman. Fires that one. Good save again by Jenkins. Graydon Clark now down the right side. Passes it to Nickel. Nickel down low. Finds Clark. Clark will take it back behind the goal. Up to Shebeck. Shebeck fires. Easton Martin with a good save. Picked up again by the Silvertips. Clark to Shebeck. Shebeck to Newhook. Newhook to the corner. Newhook works his way around. Fires this one wide. Schrader again. Silvertips refusing to go away. Nickel over to Clark again. Clark looks, fires off the right pad. Nickel again. Silvertips continue to just pound at the door. Nickel with a long shot into the stick of Easton Martin. Gray Boys Jolie. Passed that one over. Picked up by the Silvertips again. Easton Martin has sure had his work up for him in the last minute or two. Nickel to Twite. Twite fakes right, goes left, passes it into Sharp, who pushes his way in. And he'll get knocked down. I think his stick breaks in the process. And now the Chill heading the other direction with it. This one on the stick of Forgren. Bateman now out to center. Passing that one over. In front, long shot. And another good save by Jenkins, who continues to make an excellent impression. What a pass. Fuster just not able to beat Martin. Heading the other direction now. Luke Kenny. DaCosta. Passing that one over. Good save again. And Jenkins certainly has big shoes to fill wearing that number 1 for the Silvertips, but so far today he's looked very, very solid. As that'll be another good save by Easton Martin. Baxter Graff in the corner, takes a few whacks. Some aggressive defense from Ryan Williamson, who got some help from Myris. And now they're on a 2-on-1. Only Wallace defending him. In front, he'll score! Ryan Williamson, what a play! And he'll go to check on his teammate here as behind it. I think Trayton Myris got knocked down. It looks like he'll be okay as he's going to walk to the bench himself. As now the score is 14-11. Silvertips only down by 3. They pulled their goaltender in the second period. But Jenkins has been the spark plug that this team has needed, as they have shown up in front of their affiliate goaltender. As the Silvertips fans here in Crossfield have completely, I mean, they've gotten a lot louder in the last few minutes. That is for sure as Shebeck charges in. Good save by Martin. Continuing to be excellent despite this last little push by the Silvertips. Saving a lot of shots. But it looks like they'll have to give this one up. 12 minutes still remaining here. Plenty of time. The Chill will take this one up the floor. Bateman down the left side. Into the corner. Bannister, he'll get pushed out. Looking at his options. Down low. Cross again. Mrs. Bannister finds a different stick. And that'll be another save for Jenkins. Brunton to Walker. Montgomery now. In front, Nickel shoots. But that one saved by Easton Martin. Stolen back, or no, not quite, as Newhook couldn't get the grab, and it'll be picked up instead by Cash Bannister. Or excuse me, no, that Tyler Husey. Brody DaCosta down the left side now. Takes his way up to center. With it now, Luke Kenny. Kenny has Mondragon on him, one of the speedier defenders on the Silvertips. In front now, Wallace puts it low, and that'll be another save from Jenkins. Shebeck down the right side, looking for a lane, won't find one there, finds Sharp in front, back out again, pushing in, shoots. Cole Twite with a good save, or excuse me, Cole Twite with a good shot, not a good save. It was Easton Martin with a good save as the Silvertips get it back. Schrader, back up high. Montgomery, Twite shoots. Did Martin get in front of it? I believe he did. The ref on the goal line said it did not cross. Back up high again. Cameron Wallace down the right side with it. Bannister passes it over to Bateman. Bateman with a nice shot, but another good save by Jenkins, who continues to just get in front of these with ease. Walker to Brunton. Ends up going all the way back to Martin. And now the Chill the other direction. Into the corner. That'll end up on the stick of Sardison. Bateman back up high. Sardison shoots. Saves there. Rebound as well. But somehow that doesn't go in. And the Silvertips head the other direction. Newhook. He's going to take his time up high. 9 minutes now remaining in the third period. Nickel finds his way in, pushes through, but Martin continues to keep his team's 3-goal lead alive. Silvertips get it back up high. Clark back to Nickel, but they're going to have to give it back to the Chill. Now down the left side. Takes it to the corner. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for his options. Bannister down into the right corner again for Dumoulin. Dumoulin walks off a screen, finds Brett Kohut for the shot. And now moving up the floor again. Baxter Graff down the left side. Bateman. Kenny now. Kenny through center. Ending up on the stick of Bateman. Bateman back over to Sardison. Sardison, Bateman again in center. Shooting a long one, but it goes wide right and jumping on top of it. Could have been dangerous. Jenkins able to find the ball at the end of the day. And I believe we're going to see a timeout here. Whether it's for media or not, we'll still give you a second to look at the Battle of the Border. The Battle of the Border is back this September in Missoula, Montana. Tour the beautiful University of Montana campus and learn about the CROW LAX program and full ride scholarships available for Canadians, all while taking part in the annual North vs. South Box Lacrosse Tournament. Learn more today by following us on Instagram at Battle of the Border Lax. We'll be right back with you. You're watching CROW LAX TV. 7:46 remaining, still left to go. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. 7:46 remaining in the third period. Silvertips with the ball. Nickel moving up the floor. Shabak passes it to Schrader, but it'll be stolen by the Chill, and now they'll move back up the floor again. Holt passes it back over. Looking at his options. Down the left side, nearly losing it. Into the corner and back behind the goal. Taking their time, that's Sardison. Back out to center, charging in, walks into some contact, able to recover it. Bateman right in front with a chance. Bannister loses it, and Shabak finally recovers it for the Silvertips. Now moving up the floor. Drivet Legault with it. Down low, Shabak finds Nickel. Nickel thought he had a lane, but Baxter Graff was able to meet him there. Nickel loses Graff, charges in, puts it low. Can he beat Martin? Martin gets the pad down low, making another save. Dane O'Connell with it. Down the left side, spins off of Brunton, but walks into a double team. He'll lose the ball. Gets knocked down. And it looks like we've got a power play for the Silvertips here. Jenkins heads to the bench. Maybe a chance for a bit of 6-on-5 for the Silvertips. As 6 men take over the floor. Schrader down low. No, Sharp. Schrader again. Over to Montgomery. Ball's loose in front. Can the Chill recover it? Not yet. Schrader with it now. Down the left side. Sharp. Montgomery again. Back to Schrader. Schrader up high. Surveying the land. Down into the right side. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Shabak looks, shoots. And that'll be another save by Martin. And the Silvertips tried to get a little bit of offense before heading to the power play. But they'll head to the power play regardless. It's going to be a 2-minute minor penalty. We'll wait for the official call. I believe that it will be a holding call, if I heard that right. Cole Twite gets it up high. Schrader back to Twite. Shabak. Twite. Shabak again. Back across and picked off. Forgren down the right side. Clark tries to get the steal. Now after Holt. And I think it took him too long to get back over half. So the Tips will get it back. As the pressure of the Silvertips has started to become a problem for the Chill. Schrader over to Twite. Back down low, Shabak. Twite, Shabak looks back to Clark. Clark up high to, I believe, Cullen. Clark into the corner to find it. No time. Needs to shoot and will, but I think he missed on it. So that'll go back to the Chill. 1:08 remaining on the power play. 4:50 on the game clock. Misses on the pass. It's still loose. Chill finally recovered and move up the floor. Nearly got stuck. Nearly got triple teamed there, but he was able to get out and find a teammate. Chill, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bateman with it. Bateman, defended by Cam Fuster. Bateman down the right side. And he's just going to put that, I believe, off of the roof on that one. Silvertips moving up now. Fuster to Montgomery. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Or not on the shot clock, excuse me, on the power play. Sharp, Montgomery. Back over to Sharp again, missing the pass. Newhook has to go collect it in the corner. Only 10 seconds to go. He goes all the way around. Montgomery looks for a shot here. Finds one, but puts it off the pad of Martin. Graff back up the floor. He's got speed. He'll take it all the way. He'll score! Calgary chill, 15-11. A short-handed goal for the Chill, and that certainly puts a damper in the Silvertips' comeback attempts. 3:46 to go, 4-goal difference. Tips will start with it. Shebeck down the right side. Takes a screen from Montgomery. Tries to send it back, gets it stolen by him. Kenny in a foot race with Shebeck. Kenny looks, fires, scores! Luke Kenny with what is more than likely the dagger. Back-to-back goals for the Chill. An offense that has been firing all game long. Picked up here at center by Matthew Drivet-Legault. Colin with it now. Passes this one over to Twite. Twite down low. Cullen tries to pass that one over to Nickel, but they'll get forced into the corner. Back up high again. That's going to be an over and back call on the Chill. So the Tips will pick this up. Back behind the goal. Nickel finds Shebeck. Shebeck fires for the far left side of the net, but he didn't find it. Schrader ended up gloving that one down, as they'll quickly call him on it. Grayson Bateman has a lane. He'll take it. Fires. They'll score. As that makes it 17-11. Another goal for the Chill's leading scorer, I believe. .232 remaining in the third period. With the win here today, the Chill moved to a record of 7-4-1. They'll stay third in the Central, but not too far behind the Silvertips, who are only 8-5. That'll be a race to watch as the season continues. Tomorrow, the Silvertips take on the Red Deer Rampage in another Central Division matchup, so make sure to come check out that one. Anand Unatan will be on the call for that one for you. Grayson Bateman charging in, but he's going to lose a stick here, and I think that's going to be a penalty on the Silvertips. Chill taking advantage of the time they got left with the ball, as it'll be quickly grabbed by Fuster. And we've got a bit more pushing and shoving as Walker, I believe, hit Bateman. As I think Walker Yeah, Walker's going to get ejected here. Connell Walker heading to the locker room a little bit early for the Silvertips, and not too happy about it either. Serving for him in the box, I believe, is going to be Cam Fuser. And I believe the ref is kicking somebody out of the building here. So we don't need to focus on that. We'll focus on the game. A minute 51 still remaining here. Cash Bannister. Bannister gets the power play underway for the Chill. Thinks about the long shot. Hits Wallace instead. Wallace down low. Finds Bateman. Bateman fires that one into the stick of Jenkins. And ends up finding Clark. Passing this one over. Mondragon ends up hitting Graydon Clark. Back to Mondragon again. He's going to send this one into the corner. Wasting a little bit of time on this Chill power play. Along the left boards now. With it now, Wallace. Back up high. DeCosta passes that one to Wallace. Back to DeCosta. To Wallace again. DeCosta. DeCosta fires that one into the stick of Jenkins again. 40 seconds remaining in the game. Roughly 45 left in the penalty. And that's going to, or excuse me, the Chill are going to, excuse me again, the Silvertips are going to spend a little bit too much time getting out of their own zone. In the corner, back up high with it. That's Wallace. And they're just going to send this ball around, wasting down the clock as the Calgary Chill pick up their 7th win of the season in an impressive showing here in Crossfield. The Rockyview Silvertips will move to 8-5, still sitting 2nd in the Central, as we'll get a shot clock violation. Tips with one more shot. That goes wide right. So that'll do it. In what ended up being an excellent game between two very, very close teams in the standings, we got to see an affiliate goaltender in Jenkins, who, to be honest with you, I'm sure we're going to see again in a Silvertips jersey, as I thought he was absolutely incredible so far. Or in the, roughly, I'd say, a period and a half we got to see him for. On the other side, Easton Martin looking just as good as he has all season long, as he's been the starter for this Chill team, and you can just see why in the way he plays. 7 goals against on average per game. 11 in this one, but despite that, he still looked excellent, as we'll get the handshake line here. But that'll do it for us here at CROW LAX TV. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Simon Chaskovsky. Thank you for joining me here in Crossfield. Make sure to have yourself a good night and join us tomorrow when the Silvertips take on the Red Deer Rebels. Anand Unaton on the call for you in that one. Have a good night.